Okay, I wanted to start up a new YouTube channel here. As a prepper and a trained medical professional, I wanted to kind of go over some stuff that I keep in just a basic bag. I just use a book bag, just an old regular book bag here that I grabbed. It's got a lot of pouches inside. I just pulled a few of my supplies out to show you kind of some of the stuff I keep in there. I get something with a lot of pockets so I can keep a lot of stuff in there with me, so I can have a lot in one bag as I go. Some of the basic stuff, and I'll explain all of these in greater detail in another video. This all came from a kit that I ordered off of eBay. You can find a lot of great kits on there that come with a lot of stuff. These are what's called an ABD pad, or an abdominal pad. The dressing opens up, you can see the dimensions there, to 5 inches by 9 inches. These absorb a lot of drainage from a wound, so they're great for that purpose. These are what's called Curlex. It's in a roll, and you can wrap it around an arm, a leg, something like that to catch drainage. Always keep a couple different size rolls of tape. Got to have some gloves with you. Just some small transparent dressings. We actually use these mostly for IVs, but they could be used to cover other small wounds that you had that you didn't want to get infected. They are just a piece of clear Tegaderm, but you do not have to have anything under them. You can stick it straight over the wound. These are not adherent pads. You would want to use something like this on a blister that had popped, a blister from a burn that had popped, road rash, anything like that you don't want adherence. These are also other products. This is Xeroform. It is a petroleum based with Xeroform mixed in. These will be yellow. It's just like a basic gauze, but it is impregnated with the Xeroform and the petroleum to keep it from sticking. These are great for wounds and used a lot for skin grafts also, but they work great for burns because the Xeroform will keep bacteria from being able to spread or grow. It's kind of like a betadine. It would keep anything from growing. A basic just Vaseline petroleum gauze. Also, you could use this one over a burn or something. You're not going to have the benefits of the Xeroform in this one, but it is non-adherent. It won't stick to a burn, again, road rash, anything like that. That's a large open area on the skin that you don't want any adherence to. These are what's called suture strips, or steri strips as a lot of people know them. You could use these in the place of sutures or staples if you had nothing else. Usually once staples are removed from a wound, say 2 to 3 weeks afterwards, these would be what we would put over the incision to hold it together. But on a very small incision, I have used them on myself before to close a small cut that I've got from a pocket knife. They will work from that. They should not be used in place of proper medical attention. I always keep some triple antibiotic cream with me in these small packets. I have a whole handful of them that I throw in my bag, and I try to change them out every now and then so they don't go bad. Great for, like I say, road rash, burns, some kind of wound like that where you're going to be covering a large area. Put some of that on there with the Xeroform gauze or the Vaseline gauze. It'll help with adherence to keep the bandage from adhering to the wound, and it also has the antibiotic effect, so that helps too. And this is just an A&D ointment. If you didn't have enough of the antibiotic cream, you could always use some of the A&D ointment to help with the sticking. Couple different options for cleaning wounds. I have alcohol swabs here. It comes with 3 swabs per pack. These will burn if you put them on pretty well as any wound. They're going to burn like rubbing alcohol, because that's basically what they are, is rubbing alcohol in a big swab. I keep these in my kit more to clean something if I had to clean something that I was going to have to touch a patient with, or touch a victim that had been hurt in a car crash or something like that, and I needed to clean something to make sure it was sterile. That's where the alcohol swabs would come in. For cleaning the skin, prefer betadine. Just as good, effective as the alcohol without the burn. So I keep, this also has 3 swabs in it, and it's just iodine here. So you can rub that. It's going to turn the skin a color, but it will kill bacteria. This is a Tegaderm dressing that's pretty well just like a large Bandaid. You can see the dark square here in the middle. is a material just like a Band-Aid would be made out of, and then you have your Tegaderm around the outside here. So basically it's just, you can see in comparison to my hand there, it's a large Band-Aid. 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches is the measurement on that one. And then I have what's called a border gauze. Again, basically it's a big Band-Aid. In the center here you would have your absorbent material, and then along the outside you would have just like a cloth Band-Aid, and this one's a 4 inch by 4 inch. I keep a blood pressure cuff and a stethoscope in here. Also, I have Glucagon in case a person has a low blood sugar, they're unconscious and unable to take anything by mouth. This is an injection with sterile water here. You inject it, mix it, it has all the instructions here, and then you give the injection, and then it'll bring the blood sugar back up. And then I have an EpiPen here in case I run into someone that has been stung by a bee or something like that, and a shit hit the fan, or a world without rule of law situation. The person's got stung by a bee. They have no way of getting any medical attention to keep from going in anaphylactic shock. I keep a couple EpiPens in the bag. And then I just have a basic Miami J collar. This is just a medium sized one. It's actually velcroed together right now. That way I could stabilize someone's neck, because in a world without rule of law situation, if someone were to somehow injure their neck, you would want to be to brace the neck and keep it braced. So these are just a couple basic things. A person who is getting prepared should really get some medical training, the best that they can get, so that they know what to buy, what to have, and how to use it. As I was saying, I will try to do another video going in depth more about these, and I'll show you some more things you should have in a kit. Tampons are really great for gunshot wounds. Any puncture wound, you could stick it in and it will absorb the blood, swell, and reduce the amount of bleeding. One other thing that I do keep on my bag here to help if I run into a situation of bleeding is some of these small bungee cords, because you could always wrap them around a limb and hook them and use it like a tourniquet to reduce blood flow to the limb, so you could reduce blood loss. As I said, I will try to get some of my other kits together, and I'll try to go through some more stuff. This is my first video that's going on my Prepping Medic channel, so I will try to get it uploaded, and I'll make some more. Just let me know if you have questions about anything you see here, where to get them. Like I say, everything here pretty well came from eBay. There's a lot of great kits on there. Ask any questions you have. Have a good one.